Hello fellow photographers, this is Song Choi and I'm fashion photographer and here is today's model.
Hi, my name is Wenqi. Please follow my SNS. Nice to meet you.
Today we are taking really oriental mood, high fashion editorial shoot. I'm using slow shutter technique and I set background with 5 lights and I represented some night sky with the huge moon and there is a little mist between moon and river.
I love embracing for loss, because every touch becomes a count.
I represented that view with using 5 lights at the background, using 2 spotlight mounts from Aperture, 2 bare lights of Ha-eun G200 and non-lights 300C. And for model, I used 2 lights, top light and key light. On top light, I used Prophoto B2 and there is Octa softbox with Honeycomb grid. And here, key light, I used Prophoto D2 1000 and with Mola beauty dish. And there's also Honeycomb grid as well. The reason I use so many Honeycomb grids, I told you that I set view of night sky with huge moon and also mist, river. But if I don't put Honeycomb grid on key light or top light, the light will be spilled to the background and the old views will be disappeared with strong light. So I set Honeycomb grids on 2 lights and just make them going straight only. Usually lights, they are spreading a lot. However, if there is Honeycomb grid, then we make lights only going to straight. Since the Honeycomb grids are cutting all lights spreading, so only lights going straight can be survived. There is today's fashion designer and she will explain about her design.
안녕하세요. 이번에 의상 참여하게 된 패션 디자이너 유하은이라고 합니다. 이번 의상은 레이어마다 다른 원단과 핏으로 이루어져 있어서 직선과 곡선의 느낌을 살려서 드레스 디자인 해보았습니다.
안녕하세요. 메이크업 아티스트 아토입니다. 이번 컨셉은 약간 오리엔탈 무드를 이번에도 가미하긴 했는데 좀 꽃을 이렇게 여기다가 그렸어요. 그래서 좀 키치하면서도 오리엔탈 무드와 같이 좀 접목되어 있는 이런 형태로 한번 해석해서 메이크업 해봤습니다.
Since fashion designer told she used lots of layers, so for that, especially I used top light. Without top light, all the layers can be looked really flat, like 2D. But if I set top light, which comes from the top to the bottom, then there is some volume. Only top light can make the volume. I am using slow shutter technique. Many people are confusing slow shutter and shutter drag techniques. However, shutter drag is belonging to slow shutter technique since if shutter drag technique, if I use that, then that means that I drag the camera. But slow shutter technique, I use lights and only slow shutters. Usually slow shutters are under 160 probably, which can make blur well. However, recent cameras are having really great anti-shaking systems, so sometimes when it works too much well, I turn off that system. Today as well. The reason I'm using slow shutter technique, since it brings really abstract mood. Some parts are blurred and if the key light works, then that part is confirmed. But around that part, sometimes it's shaking. Depends on model's movement. So let's get started.
It's already written.
Great. Cool. Awesome, awesome. Lovely. So we finished today's shoot and results were so great. Thank you for today's model.
Hi, bye-bye.
So I'll come back with something new, interesting shoot once again. If there is any question or recommendation or blaming, then please leave on comments. Bye bye.